come on in because we are reviewing Ready to Love. This is season 8. We are on episode 4. We're on episode 4. And honestly, guys, not that whole much happened this episode. Not too much. They had a hoedown, but I don't know if it was a hoedown or if it was a showdown. It might have been a showdown between a Eunik and Red and everybody else. He might need to change his name from Red because, red's supposed to be a vibrant color. He ain't got no vibrancy to him. We should call him a gray. Gray, because he ain't red. I don't know, maybe red wine that puts you to sleep. Maybe red flags. I don't know. But I don't know. The red ain't giving what it should be given. The comedian ain't giving what he should be given. Come to find out, he ain't nothing but a part-time comedian and DJ. He talking about he got a regular 9-to-5 job. He's a compliance officer. That explains it. What is he talking about? He got a thought job. He's a compliance officer. I don't know. None of this makes sense. If your 9-to-5 is a compliance officer and your part-time job is a DJ, then you're a compliance officer. Whatever you do 9-to-5 that makes the majority of your money, that's what you should say you are. No wonder he ain't got no jokes. It's all a big lie. I'm ready for him to go home. He needs to go home. I hope he gets voted off. He's on the bottom this week, him and Marvin. But you know what? I think I'd rather Red go home. What do y'all think? Because at least Marvin got something to talk about. It may be sort of weird and I don't know, freakish and whatever else, but at least it's something to talk about. At least I'm learning something from Marvin. I ain't learning nothing from Red. Marvin came up with some phrase called ash worshiper or something, where you have forced orgasms. They tie you down. Force? What you mean force? Who don't want to have an orgasm? Why you gotta force a person to have an orgasm? I don't know. I don't get it, y'all. I don't know what he's talking about, a forced orgasm. Who don't let an orgasm just come and be happy about it? You ain't gotta force me. But they wasn't feeling Marvin either. Kira was like, I think this man just says what he wants to say in order for people to like him. I don't know who Marvin is. First he wanted to go to St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands. Then he said, that's okay, I can stay in Houston. Which is it, Marvin? Do you want to be on the white sand beaches in St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands? Or do you want to be in Houston, Texas, where I know it's as hot as hell up in there? Because it's hot right now in California, so I know it's hot in Texas. They had this little hoedown. Everybody was doing their line dance. And it looks like our new guy, Christopher, can't dance. I don't know. I like a man that knows how to dance. He got to be able to do something. Christopher talking about he don't even know how to do the electric slide. We're going to have to take his black card away. You can't do the electric slide. Good Lord, that has been out for like 20 years. You ain't learned it in 20 years. We might need to snatch his black card. But during the elimination, we found out, of course, Eunik really likes Christopher. I guess he's giving her a second chance because last week she started talking about she don't take no nonsense from nobody. He was turned off. But he said, you know what, now I'm getting to know Eunik a little bit better. I'm starting to like her a little bit more. You better be careful. Better be careful because the way she goes at it with Red, there has got to be some history between a Eunik and Red. I don't know if Red must have dated one of Eunik's friends and maybe Red did the friend dirty because a Eunik is coming here with a whole lot of heat for Red. There's definitely a whole backstory to this because she says she recognized him from somewhere. She says she recognized him from somewhere. Wherever it was, she is triggered and she don't like Red, a period. I guess he name drops too much. I don't know why he calls himself Red. A lot of people that when they light skin, they call themselves Red because like, are they from like Louisiana or something? Is that what he means? A red bone? I don't know. I'm not into Red either, to be honest with you. I'm not really feeling him. So I'm really okay if the compliance officer goes home. We can give Marvin an extra week and he can start telling us about all his other fetishes with nipples, something or another. They bleeped it out. Oh, this guy, I don't know what he's doing. But Sierra had a date with Maria as well. It went well. I thought it was good. I really like Sierra. I think Sierra is really, really funny. I think she's entertaining. I think Maria likes her. I think it's real. Do y'all think it's real? I think it's real. I think he likes her. I don't know if I really see them together, though, to be honest with you. I hope Sierra's just not latching on him because nobody else has. No one's putting her in his top. At least we don't know. We haven't heard it yet. Maybe somebody is. But I think Sierra's funny. She's actually one of my favorites on the show. I just hope she doesn't get put in the friend zone. Because something about women who are funny like Sierra, a lot of times, and she's so easygoing, right? She's easygoing. She's easy to talk to. Sometimes being that funny, they put those type of women in the friend zone because she's funny, but she doesn't flirt. I'm telling you, we may have been calling Janelle mean girl, but Janelle knows how to have conversation with men. A lot of women out here, if you don't know how to have conversation with men, how to keep it light, how to keep it funny, how to laugh at their jokes, how to set them up for a joke. I don't know if you notice what Janelle does. Is Janelle sets up the men so that they can tell something funny and then she can laugh. It's really an art. It really is an art. Women need to learn it. The art is you set the man up on like a little softball. Then he can walk in and tell the joke and then you can go, ah, so funny. That's so funny. And you can laugh and keep it interesting. That's what Janelle does. Janelle is really good at flirting with her conversation. A lot of women, the only way they know how to flirt is to dress sexy, show boobs, show ass, things like that, switch their booty. But Janelle, maybe because she's a grown woman, Janelle actually knows how to flirt with her conversation. And that's the thing that keeps men coming back, because flirting with your body is a dime a dozen out here. Everybody knows how to do that. All women know how to use their assets, but you need to learn how to flirt with your conversation. And talking about that, I'm getting a little bit of nervousness with Lee. Lee was my favorite. Lee was really my favorite, but I'm getting a little bit nervous with Lee on these dates because she's not showing me enough of she knows how to draw men in. She's asking a lot of questions. Not that her questions are not good questions. They are good questions. But she's coming off a little bit more like interviewing style. And that's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. The dates are a little bit serious with Lee. I want her to lighten up. I want her to have a little bit more fun. She says she likes to have fun. She was dancing at that Hoedown. She was having a good time. And then she got stuck with old boring boring Red, and he didn't have nothing to say. But I've seen her with a couple other people, and I just want her, that fun stuff that she talks about that she is, I want that to come out. I like, she has that soft-spoken side to her. She seems really calm and all that. But I want the fun side of Lee to come out. I hope we get to see that. And I want to see her flirting more with men that she likes. I don't know if we've seen what man she likes. I tell you this. I caught a little bit of the interview with Chris. Not the new Christopher, but Chris, the Nigerian. I caught a little bit of his interview with Crystal XO. And I was able to learn a little bit more about Christopher. And, in that interview with Crystal XO, I'm going to tell you what he said he liked. I did write that down. Christopher said that he wanted a submissive woman. He wanted a woman that was compassionate, had a good heart. He didn't want no lazy woman. He wanted a woman that had passion and purpose. He wanted a woman that had a healthy lifestyle. And he wanted a woman that knew how to smile and had good legs. When I heard him describe the type of woman that he wanted, because he's from Nigeria, I really did think of Lee at first. I thought, wow, Lee might be a good match. But I see Jessica over here making sure she takes care of Christopher, or Chris, I should say. And Chris had to go home early because he had to get an award from his job. At least he's getting awards. At least he ain't getting fired. And at least he's got a job. And at least that he's admired on his job. That's a good sign. But she said, let me take him around like he's my husband and introduce him to everybody. And make sure people don't forget him, because they don't need to be voting him off, because this is my connection. So Jessica made it plain and clear that her connection is Chris. And I like Jessica too. I like Jessica. So I'm thinking right now that for Chris, so far I like Jessica. And I don't want to rule out Lee, because there's a part of me that believes Lee might also be a good fit for Christopher. I'll need to see them together to see if they can have fun. Christopher seems lighthearted, like he likes to have fun. So for me to believe Lee could be a good partner for him, I'm going to need to see the fun side of Lee. Right now, I've just been seeing the serious side of Lee. I want to see her laugh or something. Maybe sometimes her eyes, she looks a little tired. Maybe it looks like, I don't know. I want her to get some more energy. Pick it up, Lee. Pick it up, because I like Lee, and I want her to find a match on the show. Thinking about people running out of matches, I think Akira might be running out of matches. We saw in the little preview she's going to be on the bottom next week. And once again, they hire Marie to do the takedown. Why is Marie in charge of all the takedowns? Have y'all noticed that? Have you noticed Marie is always the one taking down the women? He took down Akira because he told the story about how Akira was checking him on the phone. He was the one that had to let go Leanne when she let go. And now we got him delivering the bad news to Akira, that she on the chopping blocks. We don't know if she goes home, but they showed it in the previews. I don't know why Maria is in charge of delivering all the bad news to the women. and the one in charge of all the gossip on the women. Because remember, he had the little part about Leanne and said that she wasn't compassionate about his father. So, he helped put a nail in her coffin. And now we find out he's taking Kira out on a date. I sure hope Maury ain't messy and he ain't he ain't the hitman. I hope he ain't the hitman. It's always the quiet one sometimes that gets you in the end. Kira over here talking about, the fake and funniness of Marvin, and he says whatever he wants to hear. I don't know, Kira in these cowboy boots, they getting a little bit old, Kira. They getting a little bit old. She put them boots on almost. Does she wear them every day? Does she wear them every day and even to bed? Because she wear them white cow boots everywhere, even to this hoedown. A couple of the ladies was a little intimidated by Katerina. Katerina walked up in there. Last time she got side-eyed by Jessica and Kira. This time she got side-eyed by Eunik. Shoot, these women sure are threatened over a beautiful woman. Good Lord, I don't know why. But you know what? Katerina is keeping it classy. Kat is keeping it classy. I know Kat had a little bit of connection with Chris too. And now that we find out Jessica has a connection with Chris, maybe that's why Jessica was side-eyeing her before. Because she was like, I need to keep an eye on my competition. Who knows? But Jessica is claiming Chris, because when he left in that car and went to his little job to get his award, she was like, text me when you get home. Okay, girl, you got it like that? Text me when you get home. Okay. Jessica is staking her claim, y'all. She is staking her claim. So I guess the storyline is going to be that Quentin and Herbert are going to go hard in the paint for Janelle. They're going to compete for the rest of the show for Janelle. I pretty much can see already these three going to make it to the end. And you know how Ready Love always wants the end where we don't know who so-and-so is going to choose. So I guess it's going to be the end. I don't want to spoil it for nobody because I don't know for sure. But it seems like we're already setting up where the competition is going to be for Quentin and Herbert for Janelle. And they're going to make it to the end. And I guess we're going to have to figure out who Janelle chooses in the end. I don't see long-term Jessica being with Quentin. I know he said he's really into her, really likes her. Maybe he does. I don't know. But I just don't see it a long-term. I really don't. I don't see Janelle long-term being with Quentin. Now, I can see her long-term being with Herbert. I can see that. But not with Quentin. I really don't see it. But that's it, y'all. It really wasn't much to this episode. I guess maybe we'll see who goes home next week. I don't know why they just didn't tell us. What's the big deal? It's probably going to be red flags, red. Red flags, red is probably going to be the one going home, as he should. But that's it, y'all. I'll catch up with you next week. Have a good weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.